welcome all. We'll give a few minutes for people to show on up and then we'll get started. I would say for discussion and stuff, keep it to voice text and bits. Just not to have too much clutter in the Ultra Saturday thread for the purpose of people checking back and seeing where the actual explanation of the tournament structure is. One, two, cool. Additionally, I will say, if you're here to watch, then I would recommend you go over to the Twitch channel, Ultra Saturday on Twitch. We are currently live, and it just unclutters the Discord. Additionally, I'll ask, probably if you don't make it past the qualifying rounds and you're watching, I'd say go over to the Twitch channel as well. I'll be trying my best to pay attention and focus and give commentary as we go on the progress of some people. So yes, we'll give about 3 to 5-ish more minutes to let people show up. We have many people. If you're all going to be in the qualifiers, then I'm going to need everybody at like the minimum quality settings, and it might still tank the stream. The event will still go on, of course, but it might still tank the stream. So there's that. We will see. Otherwise, welcome to everybody. It's easier for me to just talk to answer your question, Kurt. You are hearing the, you're probably hearing the Ultra Saturday theme music that I've got playing in the background for the stream. I just don't have it looping through my headphones. So it's picking up on the mic itself. I saw someone asking as well about what the tournament structure was, so I decided to just get a reply upwards to show what the structure is. I will be reviewing it before we begin, just so everybody who is participating and aware and watching understands entirely, but if you want to read it yourself ahead of time, I did it in the previous announcement. To tell people now, just to be sure, current patch, no mods. That is, yeah, in case you need time to actually make that shift for whatever you normally run, it is current patch with no mods allowed. SRC rules, so you can do that. I know there's the command log thing or whatever, the debug thing that lets you see when you successfully do the SSJ or whatever it is. So you're allowed that if you wanted to set that up for yourselves, but yeah, current patch. So playing on. Okay, so welcome everybody to another Ultra Saturday. This time we are, for the first time in a good while, doing our tournaments. And we're starting off with the Any% Ultra Saturday tournament. I'll explain the whole lots now, right? I'll explain the whole lot now. So, the tournament is going to be split into two parts. Part one is what's about to happen, basically. So I'm going to explain that now. The first rounds, the first part is the qualifiers section, where we will, where we will basically narrow down all of the participants to just 4 finalists. Sorry, I just saw someone at me for the Twitch link. I'm trying to... Is it in pinned? It isn't pinned. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so... Back to what I was explaining, yeah, sorry. The first round of the tournament is the qualifiers. And that's going to be done in 2 stages. So we are going to begin with doing a first qualifying round, which is prelude to the end of Gluttony, which is half the game that's out currently. So this is not counting any secret levels. This is not counting any sanctums either. Yeah, I'm getting to that. This is done real time for the qualifying rounds. Qualifying rounds are real time, to be clear. So, because it's harder to time over the... It's hard, you know, yeah, normal Ultra Saturday for the longer runs that go that, it is real time for the qualifying rounds. And so the first part, which I'm hoping to... It's however many people are participating, in the first qualifying round, prelude to the end of Gluttony, so 0-1 to beating 3-2. No, you don't need live split. But half of the participants are going to be knocked out in the first qualifying round, and then in the second one, which is the remainder of the game, so 4-1 to 7-4, that will cut down to only the top 4, right? I will give a 5-second countdown, ending on go. When I say go, everybody will, having already loaded into 01, hit restart mission. That'll be the start point. When I say go, you all hit restart mission, and that's the easiest way to sync everybody up at the start. Then I will hopefully, with the amount of participants, be able to pay attention to all of them, fingers crossed. But the idea is that I will count how many people are participating, and then when someone finishes their run, they will type done in voice text, and I will call out to everybody to everyone who, like, what place has been gotten. So, you know, let's say first place, this person, etc. And as soon as the final available placement for the first part is done, I will say, you know, whatever, it's 7th place person, and first round over, or something along those lines. And so everybody else will know then to stop streaming, and the round is done, and you're done with this. And then following that, we'll just do the same thing again, but for the second half of the game, except I'll then be limiting it to 4 finalists then, so it's only the top 4 that'll get through. It is, the category is any percent, so following along lines with that. Someone who's more familiar with the speedrun.com rules. This is just a thought that occurred to me now, and it's not actually related to tournament stuff wise, but I'm wondering, I assume it's not faster for... Oh, no, that's a dumb thought. Of course it's not faster, because rocket clips exist. I was thinking 1-1. But 1-1, instead of going through the main exit, go through the secret exit. And then just do 1S if you're good at 1S. Oh, it does loop you. Fuck, okay, yeah. I remember when it didn't loop you. That's what I was catching myself off with. Yeah, okay. So, any questions then? Oh, 7S actually being faster. That's funny. Can Fishy use the cheats? Is Fishy even here? Fishy's not here. It would be a bit hard for Fishy to use the cheats not being here, but... Okay, I'm trying to look at questions. I'm going to double check just to see if people are... Oh, I see Fishy in the chat. Great to see you there. I'm going to check the Ultra Saturday thread just in case. Okay. There's questions there. Looking at the Twitch chat now, just to check if they've got questions that might be good for you, but... Yeah, people can join at the moment. We're not set up just yet, but... Okay, I assume given nobody's been asking me questions... then nobody has questions. So we're going to do something now that hopefully doesn't just absolutely blow up the stream and tank my internet. Which is, if you are participating, you can start streaming at the lowest quality you possibly can manage right now. We are definitely exceeding the most amount of people I've ever had on an Ultra Saturday stream. I'm going to make one attempt to get everybody's perspective, but you need to, ahead of time, lower to the lowest frame rate you can go. I'm also going to say, I understand stream side, maybe 15 FPS will, you know, not be ideal or whatever for looking at, but we've got, I'm counting now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, which is 2 greater than we've ever had, technically. I think for another tournament we had 12 before. We've done 30 in the past. I'm worried about the amount of people. So, lowest resolution before I start loading up any perspectives, and lowest frame rate that you can manage. My internet hopefully is strong enough to handle it, but we'll see. If not, for the qualifying rounds, I'll be doing a different thing, where I'm bouncing between perspectives and basically going through each one. I'll be checking on where people are as they go, but you still have to, you also have to anyways, in case of a close call, type done in voice text once you finish your run. Okay. Let me try get them up now. Lovely to see you there in chat as well, Ito. Good stuff. And of course, because the first tournament in a while, big shout out to Luridus, who did the splash screen art for the Ultra Saturday streams, and also to T-Node, who did the intro music as well. Good stuff. Okay. Let's see. Show. Oh, grid view. Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Grid view. Oh, I hate that you have to. The new Discord. Okay, that's easier. Fingers crossed. I will also be able to see who's not doing the lowest quality stuff, and call you out. Michael, lower your quality value to 480. Good. Good stuff. 480p, 15 FPS. I think I'm getting stuff. Getting perspectives. So let me go. This. I think I am. I'm going to ask then all those who are participating. Did we have some? Okay, I have to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. Okay, no, 14 still. Can I get everybody into 01 and just jumping up and down? I want to see, if it doesn't have any stream paused, can we get actually loaded stuff going for everybody? That means don't minimize. Okay, good. Okay, perspectives are moving. I see everything and I see it reasonably. That's great. Good stuff. Okay, going to take a short break. Just to go to the bathroom before we actually kick off the event. And in the meantime, you can discuss strategy if you want to. But it's just going to be a mad sprint to remain in the qualifiers for the first part. You can practice 01 as well, if you wish. Okay, good stuff. Give me about 3 minutes. Okay, I'm going to check the chats now. Just to see if anybody has any final questions, and stuff. You don't need to ping me. That is a good thing to point out. You don't need to ping me when you say done. You do need to type done in voice text, and that should be the only thing you type. You can start commenting about how your portion of it went after, but it's typing the done that matters to mark the spot. As always, people remain muted and stuff, and once you are finished, it's somewhat for the sake of the viewers and stuff, but once you are finished your run, stop streaming, just so that it changes the way it looks, whatever, and it makes the other perspectives bigger. Restart level. So how we're going to begin is I'm going to give a 5-second countdown, and when I say go, so it'll be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That doesn't count as a countdown. Someone was thinking it. But when I say go, you will hit restart mission, is what you'll do. And that way you can have it up on the pause menu ahead of time, and you can all hit it at approximately the same time. Okay. One round of 7 eliminations. Only the top 7 are going to make it through. And then it'll be the top 4, which means, yeah, it'll be 7 eliminations and then 3. But the final round will work differently, and I'll go through that when we get to the finals and how they'll work. I have stuff set up for it ahead of time. I set up a big spinner wheel. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, wow, 01 is popular. Yeah, okay, good stuff. Okay. Don't think there's any more questions from people. So, I will say everybody at the ready. Everybody in 01, I want to see in the small little where you just land down tunnel thing and just jumping up and down. Just to start, I want to make sure I've got all the perspectives. Good stuff. I assume the Twitch stream can see perfectly fine. Yeah, good stuff. Cool stuff. Okay, everybody open up the pause menu. I'm going to start the countdown shortly. And I don't know, yeah, some people have the additional check for the restart mission. I would just make sure that you're not catching yourself out on that as well. Okay, I am going to, after I've done the countdown, mute so I can give commentary for the Twitch. But I will chime in for the runner's sake whenever someone finishes the run. Everybody at the ready? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And they are off. Admittedly, some of the streams are a little bit laggier than others, but given I'm not getting any of the yellow exclamation points, I think it's going okay. We already have Geshem. I'm going to try to keep the mouse over here so that you can see kind of who it is. Geshem's already in 02. Ainra's already in 02. Devil Hunter's already almost done 02. There, we've got some stuff. Evil Dentist is in 03. Very nice stuff. Very nice stuff. Pumpkin is... what's this? Yeah, that's 03 as well. Ainra's in the final fight of it, but Evil Dentist, absolutely blasting through the levels there. In the lead, I think, at the moment, unless I'm just missing someone's perspective. Blasted Ainra and Evil Dentist. Oh, Evil Dentist. A level ahead of Ainra already. Ainra, I believe, appears to be second place. No, Devil Hunter has passed out Ainra. I see. In that. It is, with 14 perspectives to look at, it's hard to tell who's in first, understandably. And of course, now notably, some of the lag is not necessarily always on my end. Some people might just be experiencing lag on their internet side. So there's that to be aware of as well. Yeah, okay, now we can see a bit clearer. Evil Dentist still a level ahead, roughly, of Ainra. There. Devil Hunter and Ainra roughly approximate, though Ainra's catching up and is ahead of Devil Hunter right now. Do I know who Evil Dentist? Oh, of course. Evil Dentist is feckin'. I hate people changing their names the whole time. Melifaro. Melifaro is up top right, of course. No wonder. Oh, I'm seeing yellow exclamation points, but it's not ending anything yet, so that's good. Okay, yeah, Melifaro there. Wish I could actually see people's usernames being consistent, but oh well. I was like, oh, who's this person I've not seen before? And then it's Melly. So, yeah. Melifaro nearly done with Limbo already. Great stuff. Ainra now a good bit ahead of Devil Hunter, but Devil Hunter not too far behind. Geshem falling a bit. Most runners, we still have Narichi. I've lost someone. I noticed that another stream down here vanished. Someone's stream has stopped. Yeah. Or did someone vanish? Why can't I see? That is weird. We're missing. It appears to be no one. Don't know what happened there. Don't know what is happening there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Someone has vanished and I don't know who it was. So there's that. But yes, we have one person still in Prelude. I believe, but now we've got people 2-4 Melifaro, Ainra coming up 2-3, Devil Hunter behind in 2-3, Geshem 2-1. Oh, I know, Melifaro and Evil Dentist are two different. Wait. Oh no, Evil Dentist is someone I've never seen. Okay, I was wondering because I thought I saw Melifaro's profile elsewhere before, but it's fine. Oh, no, sorry. I knew that cut your perspective, but fine. Someone has vanished. I'm looking in the voice chat and there's nobody bar me who isn't currently streaming to it. So somebody has just entirely disappeared. Yes, it's also hard for me to check Twitch chat while also keeping track of all the streams. So my apologies, but yes, Melifaro is there. But I noticed it myself. Okay, I did notice it myself. Oh, we've almost got someone there. I have to keep track of this in voice text so I can see when they type done. But it looks like Dentist and Ainra will be close. Oh no, we got a death. Oh, we got a death. We got a triple over here. First place, Dabonzak. Second place, Ainra. Third place, Devil Hunter. Fourth place, Evil Dentist. 3 more remain. A reminder to stop streaming once you have finished your run. Okay, 3 more remain. looks like Mellifaro might be our 5th. Fifth place, Mellifaro. Oh, and Gesham's coming up. Gershom is definitely coming up on it. Sixth place, Michael. Seventh place, Gershom. Everybody stop. Well done, everybody. Astonishingly close between the runners. Very, very well done to you all. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Evil Horse, you can finish the run if you want to, but the qualifying first round is done. Also love... Oh wait, sorry, it's Usam. Apologies, Usam. You did not place this time. For those in chat, or maybe people who are new who aren't as aware, Usam won the previous Any Percent tournaments. So hard luck, but we now know officially that the title of the Any Percent champion is going to be owned by someone else. So, well done to our runners. Those being Davonzak, Ainra, Devil Hunter, Dentis, Mellifaro, Michael, and Geshem. Well done to you 7 for getting past the first qualifying round, where half of the people are out. I will ask now that only the participants and myself remain within this voice chat. Please, if you intend to watch, you can head on over to the Twitch channel and watch there and join in with the very engaged chat and stuff as well. Good stuff. All right. I now have all 7 of you. There is now less worry of my stream crashing, but to keep frames, I'd say keep the quality at the 480, but we can go to 30 FPS, I think. You know, double the FPS. Yeah, 480 30 works. Double the FPS because we've half the streams. Well done. Cool. All right. Now, we are going to be beginning in 4-1. And we're going to be going all the way to the end of 7-4. Any percent as normal. I'm going to quickly just look over and see. I noticed somebody was asking before what's the reward for winning the tournament and stuff, and it's you get the Ultra Saturday Any Percent champion title and bragging rights, and that's it pretty much. But you can do whatever you wish to it, and I keep track somewhat of for the few tournaments we have done of who actually has what titles somewhat as well. So there is that there. Okay, good stuff. Are the runners ready? Yes, Michael. What is the question? Yes, we're going to do the restart again as well. Even though this is one of the levels that normally we do off of the red door must be closed when I say go. The restart is just more solid for a tournament case. As is normal, as is whatever. Qualifying rounds, only the top 4 are going to pass in this. The end is beating 7-4, yes. You will type done in voice text once you have completed your run, and only the top 4 will make it through to the final round. Real time again, same as the previous one. You're going to type done in voice text once you're finished, and that'll be the qualifying rounds over then. So it's only the top 4 that gets through. All right. So, everybody at the ready in the red room. Deb and Zach, stop painting on the side of the building there. Very, very cool that you could do that, but okay, good stuff. I'm going to give a 5-second countdown ending on go, at which point you will hit restart mission to be clear. Okay? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, and they're off. And we're not going to see who comes first roughly from this here. Oh, Dentist took longer than the rest. Yeah, 4-1's very quick. 4-1's very quick. But we'll start getting a bit of a broader gap across from now. Let's see. Ainra and Devil Hunter, pretty high up, but Ainra and Millie Farrow, really close there. Geshem following quick. I think Ainra got optimal. Yeah, Ainra and Millie Farrow got optimal skulls on the skull clip. We had some repeats thereon. Dentist falling short, but Ainra, Millie Farrow, and Geshem having insert down and pretty much out. Michael coming up behind, but Millie Farrow first into 4-3. And there, Dentist being locked a bit more than the others from 4-2, but is out now, has the skulls done. Dentist being the only one behind there. Now we've got most people are in the final room of 4-3 now. Greed really flies, but we've got Ainra out first, followed very quickly behind by Millie Farrow and Dabanzak. Alright, and Geshem joining them. Devil Hunter, Dentist, and Michael behind. Ainra is in the boss room, as is Dabanzak and Millie Farrow. I think Millie Farrow is probably second at the moment. Good stuff. Coin punch strats. Ainra gets the coin punchers off well. Millie Farrow, though, probably got something better and got an amazing kill on V2. Very nice. Millie Farrow in the lead now because of that amazing kill. Let's see if they can keep it going throughout. Geshem getting ahead of Dabanzak there now. Oh, hopefully the quality stays okay. Yeah, good. Good. All right, yeah, Melifar in the lead, Enra behind, and the rest still in green. I hope. I assume Devil Hunter's further than this, but it's just the stream side doing something that's freezing it on here. But we'll see, we'll see. Hopefully that does something. If not, I'm going to have to unmute and not say right away, but I'm worrying the Devil Hunter stream will go kaput. All right. Oh no, Devil Hunter was just having a bit of a time. Okay, right. I see. It just happened to freeze same time. But we now have everybody in Wrath. We now have, of course, Ainra and Melifaro leading the way in 5-2. Kind of stuff. But everybody else in 5-1. Dabanzak in 5-2, just as I say that, of course. Ainra using out-of-bounds stuff. Oh, what the... I don't know what this strat Ainra is doing at the moment. But Melifaro is also doing the same strat. And got a better bit as well. So didn't spend as long and caught up with whatever Ainra was feeling achieving there. 5-3 out of bounds, helping out a lot though. Ainra getting a bit quicker on that somewhat, and is going to get to 5-4 way sooner. Still got some nice stuff going. Ainra and Melifaro there high enough. Let's see what's at the back of the pack now. Michael Devil Hunter, it appears, still in 5-2. Oh, and Geshem. Geshem still 5-2 now. Leviathan, Ainra already having started the fight in the lead. What is this Radiant Leviathan going on? Is Ainra playing... No, Ainra's hardly playing Brutal. Maybe this is you can dye the enemies a certain colour. I don't know. But Leviathan's not supposed to be that colour. Interesting. I'd be surprised if Ainra's doing this half of the run on Brutal. So Ainra in 6-1. We've got that entered now, as is Melifaro. We now have people... Oh, Dentis catching up in 6-1 as well, along with Dabanzak. It's only Devil Hunter, Geshem, Michael that are in 5-4 still. The places are really changing now, given stuff. Oh, and we've got both Dentis and Ainra already the end of 6-1, wrapping things up. Melifaro meeting them there shortly, but with the two fights neck and neck there, the positions are changing. Dabanzak absolutely approaching back. From there, we now have Michael joining in Heresy, as with Devil Hunter and Geshem now, and everyone's in Heresy at the moment. Still only about, at most, a level-ish gap between stuff, but there's still a lot in 6-1 that is bridging stuff, even though it's any percent. Now we have the fight against Gabriel. Now, Dentis is going for a longer dead coin, which is taking some real time away from stuff, and did not succeed on it. That's going to hurt. That is going to hurt a lot. Ainra sparking into the lead into 7-1 now. And did not miss triggering the... I was about to say miss triggering the door, but that was a checkpoint strat the whole time. Okay, yes. Now the Minotaur is going to pose a bit of a problem, but Dabanzak, already 7-1. Dentis and Melifaro now. 7-1 for it. We've got that there, but Ainra has quite the lead. With Dabanzak having started the boss fight. Dentist behind shortly. Melifaro, even with Dentist as well. Michael doing the dead coin, keeping it going a bit longer than normal. It's interesting in these more real-time based ones how like risky doing that is, and because if you don't get that dead coin off the bat, you've wasted nearly a minute. And in any percent longer bit on this format, it takes a hit. It does take a hit for sure. We've got Ainra in 7-2 now, having absolutely got there, out of bounds. Can we get into the final bit off the bat? We do. Oh, and masterful navigation through the library by Ainra. Absolutely masterful. Alright, we've got Melifaro, second place. Oh, but I must have been missing Dabanzak. Catching up with Ainra there as... Oh, Secret? Wait, Secret? Wait, Dabanzak's doing the secret exit. Oh, as is Ainra. As is Ainra. I see. I wonder now, how many more in this case. Now, I am curious. Oh, this is something I'll have to ask that wise ahead of time now. Yeah, that's something I have to note and take a check on. Just to be sure, but never mind that. We've got people in 7-4. Oh, there's... Okay, Dabanzak doing some control changes is way ahead. We might have a first qualifier. Hell's Bath, No Fury. Done for Dentist now. Melifaro having caught up. Okay, looks like we'll have it. First place, Dabanzak. Very nice. Very nice indeed for that. And with a decent lead, not having messed up on some bits for there, but it looks like we got for second place Ainra. Second place, Ainra. Third place, Dentist. And fourth place, Melifaro. And with that, we've got our qualifiers. Well done, absolutely everybody. Fantastic job all around. Dentist, could you stream and load up 4-1 for me? Just for a second, I want to just verify something. I'm just curious because I noticed in the top right you've got the, is it live split and stuff there that you've got going? I know that it's, I mean, I know I figure it's just for you and all of that. I don't know. My thought was that should now I don't really yeah, it's just to keep track of our pace, and I get it and all of that bits. I do just note it is in the top right, and that's normally where all the cheat stuff pops up. But I do think that the yeah, I know it's hovering there, but like it would on my end block some of the cheat stuff. Now I think the cheats, like if you activated cheats and like turned on stuff, there'd still be stuff visible when you put it in the corner. So I don't think you actually had any cheats on amidst that. But I know it being in the top right, yeah, cheats would be much larger. That's the only thing. I just wanted to note that, I don't know. Yeah, no, if you've the recording, it's also entirely fine. I'm not going to check it. I just noted that like you were the only person who had a live split in the top right. So like that was the only thing I just noticed it being there. But it it would have shown up. The box for the cheats thing is bigger than what you had yours cover, so like it would have been visible. So fair enough. Yeah. You see, it would have done that. I figured, anyways. I just wanted to say so and get the thought out of my head more than anything. But well done to everybody. Fantastic runs. Like the positions of everybody was chopping and changing in there. But we have our finalists. We have our 4 finalists indeed, which are Dabonzak, Ainra, Dentis, and Melly Farrell. So, if I could have, once more, those who are not participating, or rather who won't be making it to the final set, head on to the Twitch chat, if you can, for watching. We'll have a brief break to let people's hearts and hands calm down a bit. Very brief, mind you. It's mostly just so I can go to the bathroom. But we'll be beginning the finals shortly, and I'll give an explanation of how the finals are going to go as well. Also, Dentist, love the background. Keep your, if you want to, just as the gone screen, you can keep it there and have the chat be entertained by the lovely animated wallpaper. Good stuff. Okay, this is everybody's reminder, both Twitch chats and participants, to stay hydrated. Very important in general, but hydrate. Okay. So, yeah, thank you, Inra, for noting down the 4 finalists as well. Good stuff. So, who are you who isn't supposed to be here? Daniel Vota, you in particular. If you're watching, please go over to the Ultra Saturday Twitch channel to watch for the final portion of the tournament. Good. Thank you. All right. So now I'm going to review of how the second part of the tournament will go. This is the one-on-one matches. Yes, you can up the stream quality again. Maybe, I don't know, people can make do with 30 FPS still, but you can go 720 if you want, given it'll just be bigger anyways. I think that should be fine with stuff. So, ye four are going to be split off into pairs. I'm going to get a random team generator to do that, to actually split you up. Random team generator, and it's that. Cool. I'm going to go to, I don't know how many participants are actually watching stream, so I'm going to share my screen, I guess, on this. For the participants, I'm going to just change the perspective on, cool. So, this is the random team generator that I'm using, pretty basic. Don't mind all the white space, I've got an ad block. So, we have Dabonsac, Ainra, Dentes, and Mellifaro. Groups of, I think it's 2. So, everybody at the ready then. These are going to be the matchups. So whoever you're paired up with, you're against in the first round of the finals. And once the verses are decided, I will review how it'll work, what you'll be doing. Okay. And I scroll up. It is Dentis versus Dabonsac and Ainra versus Mellifaro. Very good stuff. So, and I hope that I'm still, those of you who are, I know StreamSide can definitely see my random spinny wheel, but StreamSide, I assume my live perspective is also showing the spinny wheel. So, while the first part for the qualifiers is more of the longer run, the layer sort of run, the whatever act run type of any percent, this is more of the individual levels portion, yes. And I'm going to review over what this is now. And say, so in your matchups, here's how it's going to go down. I'm first going to ask each pair for the level they want to ban, right? So you get to pick which level gets banned entirely from being selected. Who gets to pick first is determined by your qualifying ordering, etc., comparatively to each other. So whoever got better. So in both pairs, I believe, given it was Dabonsac, Ainra, Dentist, Mellifaro, it means that Dabonsac and Ainra get the first ban pick because they got higher. But there is stuff to even that advantage out a bit as well. So you pick what level to ban, which means that either in the spinny roll, yeah, thank you for sharing that link there. Good stuff. So yes, you pick a level to ban first. The categories are all any percent, so it's fine, but you pick a level to ban first, and then we move on to selecting the levels to play. You each are going to select one level that you want to do an individual level run of, basically. And those who are more familiar with Ultra Saturday and how we do the individual level runs will already know how we do those, but I'll go over that again as well. But you'll each pick a level with the person who didn't get the first ban pick getting the first actual level selection. So in the matchup of Ainra and Mellifaro, Ainra gets to pick the first ban, but Mellifaro gets to pick the first level. So you each will select a level, and that'll be nominated for what is done. And with each of you selecting a level, I will then also spin this big wheel. So, for example, you know, Ainra could pick 1-4, Millifaro could pick 4-2, and then for the third level in the best of 3 that you're going to be doing, I spin it, the wheel spins, and it lands on that. See? If I can go over here and tick out the ones that you banned for each spin, so they won't show up. And the odds will still be just as fair as normal. You will then, what we'll do, we'll go over the picks for both pairs at the same time, and you're all going to be streaming and just going at the same time as well for the sake of time, pretty much. You'll both have 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes to get the best screenshot of the end screen for those levels as possible. Right? So you can split what you spend your time doing however you wish. So you can split it between, if you want to just focus on 2 levels, you can then have 15 minutes, 30 minutes for all 3. Yes, 30 minutes for all 3. So you could spend 15 minutes on 2 levels if you want to, or maybe you might get lucky and get a really nice one at the start, and then like get a really nice time on one of the levels and that. But there's 3 levels in there, so that there isn't going to be. It's way less likely for there to be a tie where one person wins one of the levels, the other person wins the other. That that kind of bits. You didn't miss much. I'm just explaining it, and Ainra, I think you're familiar enough with individual level to see how that goes. So it's 30 minutes for all 3 levels. You need to save a screenshot of the end screen of the level to qualify once the end of the 30 minutes is up. Make sense? Any questions? Yeah. The pick, you ban first, you pick then, and I spin the wheel. And that'll determine what, in that 30-minute time, the 3 levels that you sort of can choose what to spend your time on. But we'll be, in practice, going through it, figure it out wise. Of course, you can participants, you can respond to in the selection process. If you want to unmute, you can talk to say what you pick, or you can just type in voice text. Given that there's less people, that's more realistic to do now. So, yeah. Don't worry, as I'm going through the first set, you'll kind of get the gist. So, starting off then, given the random team generator has put Dentes and Dabonzak, we will start off with E. S, secret exit. What is the participants? I think we should keep to main exit too, given, it makes. I have the P levels in there as well. You can see it on the spinner. Anything on the spinner is pickable. But yeah, I'd say respond and vote to Ainra's. Okay, everybody. Okay, unless people who aren't participating are voting. Get out of here, people who aren't participating. That's just a vote for the. Nobody has even said secret though, so I figure everybody wants to do main exit stuff, which is fair enough. Makes a bit more sense for any percent. False exits, so long as you have a screenshot of an end screen, I'll allow false exits. Yeah. I don't know what the speedrun.com rulings are at the moment on false exits, but I'll allow them. Same as they were. Okay, yeah, great. Okay, so starting off then, we have for the first ban set now, Dabanzak and Dentis. Dabanzak, you placed first in the qualifiers. You get to have the first ban pick. Yeah, you came second, but you're paired with Melifaro. And given the team generator put Group 1 and Group 2, that's why we're choosing the bans for Group 1 first. Levels banned by Group 1 won't affect Group 2. That's something I guess that should be pointed out. But yeah. So, Dabanzak, what level do you want to ban? 1-1. Good stuff. 1-1 is banned. All right. Dentis, what level would you like to ban? 7-4. All right. 7-4 is banned. Okay, now Dentis, you get the first pick of what level is selected. So, what level would you like to do, Dentis, for this? Or rather, what level would you like to be put forth? 2-2. Very nice. Dabanzak, what level would you like to put forward for this? 0-3. Very nice. So 2-2 and 0-3 are up. So I'm going to, actually I can just remove them from this as well. 2-2 and 0-3. So now we're guaranteed to get the third one. So 2-2, 0-3, and if you look towards what I'm streaming, etc., the spinner wheel, we will determine what the third level is now. Ready? Go. Seven one. So, you... oh, hilarious. So, for the first group, your levels are 2-2, 0-3, and 7-1, any percent. Main exit, for what matters there. You will have 30 minutes when we begin to try and get the best screenshot of the end screens for these levels. It is best 2 out of 3, and you can divide your time however you see fit, but make sure you have a screenshot at the end of time for each. Or you can abandon a level entirely and just focus on 2 of them. But if you don't have a screenshot, you forfeit that level. Is that understood? We had a tie once. We had a tie, and in order to tie, you have to get like on the dot matching up with that, or ye both 1-1 against each other, but both abandon the same level. That's also a possible tie scenario. One attempt at whatever the level the tie is on, like real time. As well. Yes, no, it was a single attempt, real time. to get it done. Okay, so Group 1 concluded with I'm just double checking, 2-2, 0-3 and 7-1. Ainra and Melifaro up next for Group 2. Ainra, you get the first pick for the ban. What do you want to ban? Four. Okay, I will go through and unpick stuff as needed. 4-4 is banned, and yeah, okay. Cool. Melifaro, what level would you like to ban? 7-4 being banned again. Lovely stuff. Cool. Melifaro, what level would you like to pick? Three, 1. Very nice one. And Ainra, what level would you like to pick? 0-1. Very first level. Very nice. All right. So our picks are 3-1 and 0-1. And now if you look and pay attention to the spinning wheel, we will see what the random one is now. Two. Commonality between both groups. Very nice. So it is 3-1, 0-1, and 2-2. Cool. Okay. And I'm just going to use yeah, that should be close enough. Cool. So a reminder, that it is 30 minutes time limit. I'm going to have a timer on my phone set up so that it is on the dot from when I say go, 30 minutes. Okay, 30-minute timer up and ready. At the end of the 30 minutes, I'm going to be going Group 1 first, and then Group 2. I'm going to be asking sequentially to share the levels that you've done, of course. Yes, and I've got both of them, both of the sets brought up for the group, so I need to remember which levels you're doing. And you have started streaming, so I'm going to stop streaming myself. Melifaro, do begin streaming there. Yeah, good stuff. And I will get everybody's perspective. Okay, so we've got, oh, this is nice, left-hand side for the viewers on Twitch. Left-hand side is one pair matchup, right-hand side is the other pair matchup. Sometimes we have either top, bottom, or crisscross as that, but this is a nice one. Okay. You all will have 30 minutes to get best 2 out of 3 of the levels for your matchups. You must get a screenshot of the end screen for it. I will say, for fairness, entirely to the main menu. I want you on the title screen, Ultra Kill, there for it. And everybody at the ready on this. Let me just check. Cool. No final extra questions. Here we go. You can play on whatever difficulty you want to, because at the end of the day, it's how fast you do it. So yeah. Okay. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, y'all. Okay. Right side is Dentist and Dabanzak. As you can see here, Dentist top, Dabanzak bottom. And then left side is Ainra and Melifaro. I will be giving the runners sequential time updates at different points. But for the individual levels, I can be a bit more engaged with what the chat is asking or talking about or commenting at. We have Ainra immediately starting on 01, the level that they picked. Melifaro starting on 3-1, the level they picked, of course. We have Dentist on 2-2, which I believe they picked. Yeah, they did pick 2-2. And Dabanzak on 03. So everybody doing their own level first. Very reasonable. If you secure your pick, at least there's that. At least you didn't pick a level and did poorly on it. And in some ways also gets this out of the way. If you get a quick, good time on it as well, it saves up time for the remainder levels as well. Let's see now. Okay, time to look at what people are actually doing. Let's go see what Dentist is up to first. Oh, okay, well, couple of restarts. We might have some people who are unfamiliar with speedrunning in here. Now, to be fair, there's 21 viewers at the moment, 20-ish. So we might have some people who are not actually part of the speedrunning community or weren't participating earlier, to be fair. So, welcome. But part of what Ultra Saturday does, weekly speedrunning event that we hold. And this is one of the tournaments, the 90% tournament, that we do infrequently enough. But as part of the Ultra Saturday, we do an individual levels portion every week. And in part, it's to competition-wise get the feel of what actually doing individual level, like run and practice wise. It's fine, yeah. Well, I'm not seeing any yellow exclamation points, so it's fine at the moment. I don't feel any need at the moment to point out it being any kind of problem. I'll make sure for the finals maybe, but again, it doesn't. It'll be 2 people in the finals, so like the final round. So like, it's fine. Yeah. So it is Ainra versus Melifaro. So the left hand side is against each other. Both of them at 3-1 at the moment, which is interesting. If you're able to catch end screens amidst all this, that's fine. I assume stream-wise, my audio is fine. That like the game's not too much louder than me or something like that. Um, you're allowed to ping me. Oh, and like I don't get a notification, um, like from Streamlabs. Like I don't get an audio ping, um, at all when you do so. It just shows up as a white block in the chat, like so. Yeah, like yeah. For I can run my own chat. Thanks. Uh, but yes, yeah, we got some. Okay, there are both pairs are doing the same level at the moment, matched up. Currently, the time is down to 25 minutes out of the 30. So clearly, given that some people have shifted off what they started doing, Aenra's probably got a screenshot at least to be solid. Might not be the most ideal one, but has gotten a screenshot. Um, I believe I can't recall. I think it was Dentist. Yeah, Dentist. Yeah, no, because Dentist started playing it, so it would be Dabanzak that probably got some O3 um, screenshot as well, given that that was their pick. Interesting enough to be certain. Was affiliate? I think I've got. There's some stuff that this channel has got. We got it ages back, and I never actually ended up sorting anything out for it. I just actually have been so lazy with it that I've not actually sorted out if I can run ads, if I can make money off of bits at all, or get the emotes and stuff. That would be something I'd be interested in actually rigging and doing, but you have to understand we typically don't get a whole lot of viewers like this. This is a tournament, and that's why it's getting it, because half the participants are also here, and given that it's just spiked, I haven't looked, but if I had to guess, given it's Ultra Kill, unless there's a bigger streamer currently playing Ultra Kill, then we might be the top of Ultra Kill at the moment. Yeah, I think for whatever the affiliate is like much beyond, right? I think I did get the enough consistent views for stuff to get whatever bit it was for like that I could put ads and run bits, but I never ended up like linking any kind of account to that, you know? Um, oh, am I the only person streaming Autokill? Oh, nice, you've cornered the market. It's fine. Okay. So let us see. But no, sorry, yeah. The reason why I kind of haven't gone ahead and focused on actually getting the affiliate, the bits for any ads or making any money off of this wise is because in part it's my procrastination. But in otherwise part it's also I want to more focus on actually running the event wise as opposed to running the stream in some bits, and I don't mind as much. Now, if we consistently hit 20-ish viewers and it keeps going up more and more, then I'd kind of be dumb not to do that. But to give to if only just to get the emotes for y'all and bits, but okay, we're approaching the 20 minutes remaining mark. Aenra has returned back to 01. Might have gotten a satisfactory time at least on 3-1, to the point where wants to hone the 01, I would say. Oh, that Dabon Zach is going for a really tight hit there. Oh, God, yeah, that is very tight. And what? It's your rocket there. Yeah, you must rocket there to get the box over there. And then you're. Wait. Oh, that is ultra boosting, right? Who has joined this Discord? Out. Out, I say. Runners, you have a little over 20 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. And I will say that if you are not a participant in the Ultra Saturday tournament and you wish to watch, I would ask you kindly to leave the voice chat, please, and join in on Twitch side. Thank you. Good stuff. You are at exactly 20 minutes remaining now. Good stuff. Now we do have 7-1 shown up there. Yeah, very interested in seeing. Oh, is that ceiling untagged? That's interesting. Oh, very good, Dentist. Oh, amazing. 7 seconds to the end there. I've been sort of out somewhat from knowing of the any percent bits a smidge. So like, yeah, the effectiveness of 7-1 any% is still shocking and very nice. But good stuff on that. Harmless 2-2. Yeah, you can definitely change your difficulties throughout, just to get the extra stamina regen, the extra health and bits if need be. Oh, what is that out of bound? Whoa, what is that out of bound in 2-2? I've not seen that one. Maybe it's a rocket one and that's why I've not seen it, but let me see that again. Checkpoint. Does that deload the ceiling? Or like the barriers are on the side? Is that what that does? Where like you load up the big tower, but then checkpoint reset. Oh god, that'd change weaponless percent a good bit, a really heavily good bit in 2-2 if that is actually the case. Nice one on Devon's neck, but it's very, very tricky to get. That setup is something. Dentist though, the 7-1 bit is fantastic. Both back in 3-1 for now. I'm curious, I haven't seen, maybe someone else has spotted it and I've missed it, but I have not seen Melly Farrow return or like leave 3-1. Maybe just wants to spend the full 15 on 3-1, trying to get the best they can, and see what it is. But like once the time gets close to finish, it'll be tight enough. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I know everything's happening on screen, or I just run for the fun of it. I missed that question before. To answer your question, Organizer 27, I have been about. I'm in the community for a while. I know a lot of the old stuff, but I'm a bit more separated from what the current best strats are in a lot of categories. But I have been running Ultra Saturday for about, oh god, it's nearly 3 years now, maybe 3 and a bit, kinda. Yeah, so I've been doing it every week, every Saturday, for the most part. There's been times where I missed individual Saturdays, but never 2 in a row, roughly, if I can manage it. So I get to see a lot of running. And I know when people are doing well enough generally. I do it for the fun of it, but I haven't actually submitted a run in ages. My category is weaponless percent, that I started off with properly, and I held the first couple of, well, not the first, but like, I routed the first actual proper runs for weaponless percent. So yeah. Cybergrind when? Cybergrind most Ultra Saturdays, actually. This is just a tournament. We might do. There was thoughts bouncing around ages back, about a year ago, about a Cybergrind tournament, but it's tricky-ish to do, you know, because it's different from the individual runs. But it could be done. It could be done. Yeah, thanks for answering that, Narichi. We do have a lot of Cybergrind stuff. Yeah, Luna. Again, even though this is high enough, somebody's stream has stopped. No, it's just they stopped and they started it up again. I'll find it. There you go. Wait. No, Many Pharaohs is just taking a while to load. Gonna pause it there for a sec and just see. I know Many Pharaohs had a similar thing before where the perspective gets fecky, but that's why we have the screenshots verifying it. Oh, yeah, sorry. 14 minutes and 25 seconds remaining now. That is annoying, but I'll point out in 2 seconds if that doesn't get better, that side of it. To answer your the stuff you said, Luna, even though it's some of the top runners that are running at the moment for the tournament wise, which is a bit more serious, every Ultra Saturday, normally, the casual ones, is open to everybody of any skill level. It is speedrunning still, though, so there's that. Yeah, we're working, Many Pharaoh. I assume you might be able to hear Twitch chat, and you noticed otherwise, but yeah, we're working now. Good stuff. And oh, cool, they line up the same. Nice. It must be alphabetical, maybe. It's EA, EVI. Okay, well they both have evil, so then it's D versus M, and then Z. So maybe it's alphabetical. Cool. You know, Ultra Saturday, as normal, is open to everybody of any skill level, but it is speedrunning, so yeah. I'm trying to scroll through chat and not miss stuff, but with 20 people, I'm not crazy. I don't have the current world record because I haven't done a run in ages. Cough, cough. I'm definitely going to try and get world record once full release comes out, for sure. I'm going to try. I might not actually end up doing it because some people are absolutely more cracked at weaponless than me at this point. But I did a lot of the oh yeah, predictions will be very nice. Actually, I'm gonna look at. Hopefully, I say I'm gonna look again on the Twitch page, the whatever manager, to see. But people know me at this point that I'm probably not gonna end up actually doing that properly. Let me see. It's not going to be Gabriel Bucks if we do like a channel point system. It will follow the naming theme of Ultra something, and it won't be Bucks. It'll just be coins or points or something. Are recordings from Mac or OBS allowed into speedrunning categories? That's more of a speedrun, a mod question or something like that. Inspiring? I'm not sure what specifically you're saying is inspiring, but if it's me running this and it lasting for 3 years or something, yeah, no. Part of why I'm still doing this intently wise, even though I don't run as much anymore, is that I still do think this is a fantastic game, first off, generally. But also, this is the longest I've kept a thing going for a bit. Like, the only like constant weekly running thing that I've kept going as long has probably been my current D&D campaign, and that's not as long as this. This is like 3, almost 4 years. Maybe it is 4 and a bit, but that one's also too long as well. I'm trying to catch up on chat. Yeah, /J. I noticed if the cheat engine popped up anywhere, because it does pretty good. Oh, it's ULTRA-VODS. Yeah, nice. Nice to see you here. Let's mention. What's the tournament rules? A lot of stuff. We're sort of at the tail end of it now. Basically, we did qualifying rounds to start off with, which was 2 sets of act runs, basically. So it was Prelude and Act 1, and then it was Act 2 and Violence. And that narrowed it down to these 4. And now they're doing individual level runs. And they've picked bits in order to do 1v1 matches to narrow it down to a remaining 2 finalists. But I'm finally caught up, apparently. All the D&D combined is a lot, to be fair. So yeah, technically I've kept people about from my 2 other D&D campaigns and like 3 one-shots. But that does overshadow how much bits. How much time left? Oh yeah, no, I probably should have said that they already passed the 10-minute mark. Okay. You have 8 minutes and 43 seconds left. Okay, I thought I heard something for a second there that was someone talking in the voice channel, but it wasn't. So, good stuff. Octo-egg, yeah, no, full game weaponless is nice. I like full game weaponless. I've not, understandably though, I've not ran full game weaponless in a while, or anything really in a while, but like, I haven't ran it in a while, because understandably, chaining all that together is a task. It was easier when it was just Act 1. That's as much as I'll tell you. God, the days when getting sub 20 on the whole run seeming like a dream. Like, God, yeah. PB27 is really good, especially with the later acts. That's pretty damn good. Sub 20 current for full game. I know for maybe that's, I don't know. I haven't been up to date with stuff. But Now, to be fair though, when I was first, the old what I was saying was, back when it was just the only things that were out were Prelude to 3-2. Sub 20 was what I was aiming for, me being at the time the only runner, and once Greed came out, it was me and Jamaica, and then gradually a couple more popped in over time a bit, and then at a certain point weaponless Nomo really kicked off with like way more people, and then that has sort of also shifted stuff. if you have a way of sharing that, this is talking to dentists, if you have a way of sharing that instant replay, then yeah, but you can also screenshot in that replay as well. That's right, yeah, I might to do. I'll allow that enough, but if there's a way to share that replay to Discord, that's nice, but I get file size stuff can also offset, so yeah. Yeah, No More Weaponless is fun. It's very fun. It's a lot easier to get into than playing any percent weaponless, because it's the fights. Like, fighting stuff without your weapons is a much different ball game, and you really have to get your parries well for bosses. Okay, they're approaching the 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes remain. Here we go. First round's about to conclude. If I could do predictions, I'd do them right now. I doubt parries are not used anymore. I guess slam. I can see in some of the big fights where there's parries and bits. Like, no, surely parries are also used heavily. They should be. Why can't you do both? That is the main thing too. Do both. Sorry, use parries and your slam stuff. Slam stuff has been strong from get-go. Especially 2-4, 6-2, those ones. No, Pepinless. Pepinless is P% weaponless, and then No Mo, spelled with a W, is No Mo weaponless. And they both play quite differently because limited tech. With speedrun.com, they're in category extensions, I believe, is where they are. This isn't very easy to do. I'm not sure what specifically you're on about for the this isn't very easy to do portion. I don't know what you're referring to. If it's P% weaponless, yeah, no, that's not easy. I tried doing a P% weaponless run ages back when Greed was out. I couldn't. And I'm still absolutely... Ross doesn't run anymore, but Ross in the past was the person for P% weaponless and had an insane run. Did like a Radiant level 2 a Radiant level 2 P2 Pepimus run. Like, managed to achieve Radiant 2, like beating the Insurrectionist, no, not the Insurrectionist, beating Sisyphus, weaponless, P%. Is mad. Notably, someone there was Fishy and Gutsy both saying Greed mentioned, and Gutsy, even though you said haha I'm faster, on my end Fishy's came through first, so just wanted to point that out to be chaotic. That would have been Ross, I think. Well, I don't know. If it's not Ross, then... Because Brutal Difficulty wasn't out at the time. Yeah. Who is... Okay. What do you watch? Yeah, I know that other people see it differently for that. But on my end, it showed up the other way. Yeah, it's very close, but it's my end. So, Haha. Okay. 1 minute. It's actually 1 minute, 2 seconds when I said that, but oh well. Alright, we're almost on the first. This is the semi? Semi's final. It's semi-final, or is it quarter-final? Quarter. Yeah, it is quarter. It's quarter, right? I don't know, I don't pay attention to competitions mostly. I'm not familiar with the term. It's penultimate. It is penultimate though. That's better. I know it's penultimate. Alright, I'll count down the last 10 seconds, I guess, even though there's 20 left. Yeah, semi. Okay, makes sense. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. All right, everyone. Everybody hold off until I say so for... Okay, well, Medifaro jumping the gun. But it's fine. We're going to do the group 1 first. But that's fine, Medifaro. On top of the game. Eager to win, clearly. But let's get group 1 first, which is Dabonzak and Dentis. So, I'm going to call out the level and count down 3, 2, 1, go. And when I say go, you share your screenshot for that level in voice text. And for the Twitch chat wise, I will say what it is, right? So, Dabon and Dentis. Group 1. We're going to start off with, it's mostly just how I actually type them out when I was noting them out myself. So we're going to start off with 2-2. So get your 2-2 screenshot ready. So, 3, 2, 1, go. We have Evil Dentist taking the win for the first level with a 12.141 against Dabonzak's 12.864. So that's 1 point to Dentist for that. And just for the sake of it, Knightsprig. We're currently in the finals of a small tournament here. If you wish to watch, I recommend heading over to Ultra Saturday on Twitch to do so. But we want to keep the voice chat less crowded if possible. Thank you. Good stuff. So 1 point to Dentis for that. Next up is 03. I'm going to count down, get your screenshots ready. 3, 2, 1, go. We have Dentis again. Oh, no, sorry, no. I miscounted. We have Dabonzak there with a 7.810 to Dentis's 9.765. Tied now between it, each of them getting their selected level, I think, as the set in stone, they got that for each other. All right. And this is who gets to go on to the finals. 7-1. 3, 2, 1, go. We have Dabonzak with 30.4 on the dot, but Dentis with 29.850. Dentis is going to the finals. Well done. It literally came down to the millisecond difference stuff. That's what, a difference of 6-ish milliseconds on that last level. Very good stuff. Very good running. Well done. This is top of the game, level any percent. So bravo, bravo. All right. Now group 2. I also wonder if. Oh yeah, I can actually. Dentist, you bring Discord up again, so I can just focus the stream on that. So yeah, there's them possibly seeing that as well. Cool. So 3-1 is first for group 2, Ainra and Melifaro. So screenshots at the ready. 3, 2, 1, go. We have Ainra with the 14.865 and Melifaro with the 17.278. Ainra taking the first point on 3-1. Next up, we have 0-1. So prepare your screenshots. 3, 2, 1, go. And with Melifaro not having touched 0-1 at all, and presumably not having a screenshot for it, you can confirm that yes or no. We have Ainra's 06.083, which does solidify strongly the best 2 out of 3. But if you wish to go ahead and share, if you don't want to share your 2-2 time out of whatever sense of it, but if you do wish to do so, you can both share that now if you have ones for it. But otherwise, the finalists have indeed been determined. It is Ainra and Dentis. All right. So, those two who are not going on to the finals, so I'd ask you to stop streaming at minimum. And if you wish to, of course, you can either join in the Twitch chat and start commenting there. It's a small enough group now. If you do want to watch from the voice channel, like for free, I could allow it, but you know, as generally, I recommend going over to the Twitch. We will, in a short bit, we're going to have a small break. Let the runners calm and think and discuss about themselves. If ye want to, out of sportsmanship-like behaviour, you can discuss if you want to ban certain stuff, but it's at your own risk. our like what levels to pick and bits at your own risk and stuff. But do everybody check your hydration, everybody stuff. We'll have the finals coming up very shortly. Hope all of you are enjoying thoroughly on the stream side as well. Okay, I am back. Don't know who else is back wise, but I'm back for sure. I can now do that wise. Let me go over to the make sure I remove any of the band levels from the spinner wheel, because we will go again and get our finalists to select theirs shortly enough if they're ready to do so. Yeah, what type of cookie is it, Aira? Just curious. Listen, they can 1v1 in their own time if they want to do so, to do third and fourth, but it's not, it wasn't in the plan. No, to be fair, we could, like, I could also make the ruling of, oh, just use the qualifier round set to determine who's third and fourth, but that puts a bit much weight on the qualifier bits again. If you want to, you can, but I'm only going to be showing the Twitch chat side, the perspectives of the finalists of it there. Or you could rock, paper, scissors for it, actually. You want to rock, paper, scissors for third and fourth? Mm-hmm. Ooh, a triple chocolate cookie. What is the third chocolate in this triple chocolate cookie? I mean, maybe it's milk, white, and dark. That would be the thought. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought of it myself. I I did before anybody said anything. And oh, cocoa for the cookie dough. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, rock, paper, scissors. for third and fourth place between Melifarrow and Deb and Zach. Yeah, I can count you down, no problem at all. Okay. Your only options is no, I'm counting down. Shush, Kurt. I'm counting down. Can think about what you want to ban finalists and what you want to pick in this moment. Okay, I'm going to count down from 3, ending on go as I normally do. At the ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I think probably there might have been some lag on Melifarrow's end, possibly, but given you did pick scissors to the rock, I don't think you cheated. So, Devon Zach gets 3rd, Melifarrow gets 4th. Neutral, I can go ahead and give you pie. You can be pie place. You gotta go for that first now. You can't just. Yeah, thank you, Fishy, for that. Stuff. Okay, so intermission, rock paper scissors, out of the way. Now, given that Aenra got 2nd place, Aenra gets first ban. For the qualifiers, and Aenra got 2nd place in the qualifiers. Aenra gets first ban. So, let me just change perspective to the big spinny wheel. And I will start actually. I will stream the big spinny wheel as well. So that the runners can look at it. I would love for a secret level to be rolled in the finals. That would be hilarious. But the odds are not in your favor. So, Aenra, what level are you banning? Seven 1 is banned. All right. Dentist, what level are you banning? 01 is banned. Dentist, what is your first level pick? 2, 3. Aenra, what is your first level pick? 5, 2. Some very interesting levels picked here. We've got Sheer Heart Attack and I can't remember the name. Apologies. I'm letting everybody down, but I can't remember the name of 5-2. Stars of the Silent Sea. think that's close enough. I think that's close. Oh yeah, silent waves. Yeah, it's a bit of a long one, to be fair. Waves of the Starless Sea. All right. So we've got 2-3 and 5-2 for the chosen levels. I am now going to spin the wheel for the third one. Ready? Ooh! P2! P2 as the remaining level. Two, 3, 5-2, and P2. Era and Dentes. And I'm just noting that down myself so I can find it later to be sure I remember. All right. So, anything that you want to say now at this point, both runners? I suppose in past times when I've had a commentator or something, I do a small, I don't know, intermission bit, sort of in the more of the calm stuff when the levels weren't decided, to be like, yeah, how people are feeling in bits. But this is all for the title of the any percent champion. It's 30 minutes again. It's 30 minutes again. So similar time frame as the last one. I think that worked very well for it. Let me double check on the perspectives. I just want to make sure that we've got both up and going. Oh, am I internet okay? Yeah. Yeah, I can see, Gentis, your perspective's up and running, yeah. It just wasn't showing up stream side because I out window the perspectives. That's why. But yes, I can see now. All right. So to the main menu, then, both of you. Let's not waste any more time. I understand for time zones people it can be tricky enough. So let's not keep anybody up too late. Melly Farrow, you don't sleep anyways. I've tried to tell you to sleep before, and you don't. I believe I'm talking to the right person. I think. Yeah, no, I'm confident enough on that. Yes, please sleep. You can check back in the morning. Or rather, when you wake up, I suppose, if it's 4 a.m. where you're at. Okay. Both of you are at the menu. Let's get the show on the road. I have brought the timer up once more. 30 minutes on the clock. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And we are off. To remind everybody who's watching, the levels are 2, 3, 5, 2, and P2. Both tackling 2, 3 first. Now, for anybody who's not familiar-wise, there is the main out-of-bounds strat that is over here. This is even used, I believe it's still used, in Weaponless as well. And given its individual level, they're spending the right time and they want to get a first attempt out of bound, ideally, for the end screen. Waste as little seconds, so that's why they're restarting so early on, because every little bit counts. I remember having a lineup in Weaponless for this out of bounds when I was doing it, and it was kind of consistent. I don't know if it still works, but yeah, I don't know if it still works because of the recent changes. You can see the sloped bit sort of stuff on either side of the door a little there, but I think there might be like, you know, it's with pixels that are there, but if that change is still in place, it'll just mean finding a slightly different lineup. They're still working heavily on that there. Ultra Boost Simulator, yeah, there's a lot of Ultra Boosts off the bat for this optimizing stuff. Now, they might not actually attempt P2, given the difficulty of the level itself and the difficulty in doing the run itself. They may elect to both just do which ones that are there, you know? Do the ones they picked. Now, we might have a time from Dentist here to look at. I missed Ainra if Ainra got a time there. I don't know if anybody spotted it in chat. If anybody spotted what Ainra got, if Ainra got something. It's much more realistic to catch what they get at the end of a level when it's just the two of them. P2 very peak though. Now, to be fair, it is any percent. So, it does simplify it a bit to just the boss fight, given there's a shortcut. But it is also Sisyphus. So, there's that. Now, to be fair, there's a certain level of it being a boss fight level as well that makes any percent stuff different. Like, I think definitely if it's a particular level with a good out of bounds, that isn't like bordered by any final arena, because 2-3 does have that last arena that you have to get into, and that's the whole thing of 2-3. But if you can get otherwise, then there's that. But the boss ones can go pretty good. Anyone might not have done it, but might have got like a screenshot early on. They might just wanted to as well. Like, they might have wanted to just give because we're approaching the 5-minute point. So if they gave like 2 or 3 minutes to 4 minutes ish attempting it and then changed, sometimes that might be the better strat for this broader kind of like you're running 3 levels and you only have so much time to do them in. So like, might be that, you know. Good stuff. So we've still got sort of, yeah, dentists keeping a high focus on 2-3. Oh, this is a nice one. Oh, nice. Just the last. Oh, yeah. Oh, but also has a good setup there. Let's see if they can make it up. Yeah, messing the timing on that. Take it. Take the screenshot. Take that. Take that 11-second there. No, that was what, 11.79. Yeah, 11.79. Nice one for 2-3. Nice one 2-3. Now I do recognize me even saying the times out loud. The runners could have the stream open in the background, and they could know. Up to them. That's allowed by everybody to do. Wait, did Ainra just get a? Oh, okay, well, right. That's a 11.167. Interesting to note. Interesting to note as well. Okay, I think I have a feeling that neither has a stream open then, because in that sequence of like, now maybe Dentist was trying anyways, but I don't think Dentist tried to do another level. But like if Ainra knew that like off the bat got a better time, then might spend more time getting something else. Still, both on 2-3 again. I think a time was gotten for Enra probably got a screenshot at least for P2. I would assume, given they both started 2-3, but Enra had a brief stint there, so probably did adjust to it. At some point, Fishy could probably pop in as a commentator or participate. I mean, I don't know. I was thinking of getting someone else to commentate too, on it, but it more would have been probably one of the either Melly Farrow or Devon Zach to help out, given that they would have made it to the finals of the category and would have been able to bounce off with the category with my general knowledge of some bits, which should improve, and more specific knowledge from the other person. But I think for the first tournament back, we can leave a pause on it there. Also, doing a like commentary with another person, I can just mute myself on the Discord side, and the participants don't hear me, and then I can just talk to stream. But if I want someone else in the voice chat to be able to hear, then both of the participants have to deafen for they have to deafen themselves for that. Did Ainra get 10? I just 10.437. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, they're approaching the 20 minutes remaining. So there is that. People who are familiar and actually show up to the Ultra Saturdays will broadly be familiar that Ainra is very broadly very good at a lot of stuff in general, actually. Ainra and Melifaro have both been for the Ultra Bingo, which is one of the events that we do in normal Saturday stuff, which is basically it's a bingo board, but for every square on it is an Ultra Kill challenge. So it can be like 4-1-any%, 2-3p%, that kind of deal. There's a challenge on every square, and you get 20 minutes to try and get as many as possible. Ainra has several times come really close to getting every possible square, which is very impressive. Very, very impressive. We haven't gotten a proper full every single square yet, but Ainra is definitely capable of it. As is Melifaro is definitely capable too. And 10 days is also quite close. But yeah, no. Ainra is very broadly great. We got 5-2? 5-2? Oh, was 5-2 picked? Oh, was Ainra picked 5-2? Yeah. Ainra picked 5-2 and got a 35. There at it. Yeah. Are runs recorded with OBS from Mac allowed? I don't know what you mean in terms of, like, why are you asking if they're allowed? Because these aren't pre-recorded in any form or fashion. These are just your streaming to the Discord kind of stuff. And what, like, tech that you're using that. If you're, like, asking in terms of speedrun.com and what they accept, I don't think they care what system you're using to play the game on. Oh, yeah, okay, right. Yeah, no, I don't think there's any specification in terms of what recording software that you have to use, or what, like, you know, if it's a Mac or a Windows. I don't think there is at least any specification, but I'm not part of the verifier team at all. I know that there's definitely some verifiers that hang about, and that you can talk to about that. And the rules are up there on speedrun.com probably as well. I have no clue what you mean by manifested version of Stemma console. I have no clue what you could possibly mean about that. But Steam, off of Steam console. I don't know. I still don't know what you mean. I still manifested version is also being confusion for it. But I assume. I mean, everybody will. I don't know. I assume you have paid for the game and you own the game at the current patch, and you play on it and aren't using cheats. So, like, my knowledge of the speedrun.com rules are more limited. No, I'm not up to date. I haven't done a run in a while. I would say just look at speedrun.com and they have them somewhere. The rules are somewhere. If not, I'm sure there's somewhere in the Discord to actually ask about that. Oh, is it a difference in Steam interacting with Mac? I don't think that the speedrun.com rules are. Yeah, visible FPS, game audio, no mods, caps that. Yeah. On a platform that can embed videos, yeah, that seems very reasonable to me. What Organizer 27 said, so there's that there. Now we do have a change in terms of what the runners are doing. We now have Dentist going into 5-2, hopefully trying to get some stuff, whereas Ainra's probably trying to optimize a bit on the P2. Maybe they didn't get a time for it and they're just doing it just in case. But we're approaching the 15-minute mark left. Yeah. Good stuff, though. Now, of course, for winning the tournament, it is just bragging rights for the most part, and the title. In the past, for the any percent title, we've only had, I think the only tournaments that we've done that we have titles for is any percent, which I believe Usam got twice. Oh, no. Usam got the any percent one. Usam also got the general category one, which we did a general Ultra one, which was any percent qualifier rounds. And on top of picking the level, you also picked the category. So you would ban just a level in general, but you would, when you're picking the level that you want to do, you pick a category on top of that. And that was the first tournament we did, because I was trying to come at it for like stuff is allowed, like all stuff is allowed, and it's less that. And I think Usam won that one. Okay, I thought I was hearing something for a second that I shouldn't have, but that's fine. I don't think I actually am. But so Usam had before this tournament, Usam had the champion tier for 3 categories technically for our tournaments, which is the general one, which was all categories, the any percent one, and the Nomo one that we did. The only other one that we did that Usam did not have was the P percent tournament that we did, which was Colin. I don't recall Colin being about anymore, but Colin got that by being so absolutely broken and cracked at Prelude and getting in, like, just did the qualifier rounds, and then in the individual section they just stomped because there was no possible way of beating Colin's any Prelude level, really. So he would just, if you did not ban 01, he'd pick 01, and everybody banned 01, so he picked 02 and held the world record at the time. He was just that bonkers. So he stomped P percent. We'll be doing a P percent to grab it back. Yeah, good stuff. And I say this just as that. Oh, I forgot to say the 15-minute bit. Oh well, I'll tell them when it hits. I'll tell them what they're at now. 12 minutes and 35 seconds remain. I hope you're all enjoying Streamside, though. Many Ultra Saturdays, simply because it's a long-ish event, I tend to be a bit quieter than this, but I do give some commentary every now and then, and I do the interim bits. The tournaments I want to be a bit more focused on and give more commentary for it. Dentists, it depends. I've not been paying attention to the 5-2 time, but I definitely think probably with what we've seen from Ainra's times on 2-3, Ainra probably has 2-3. It was a 35 for 5-2. It doesn't look like Dentist is going for P2 at all, where we've actually seen Ainra go for all 3, which, like, that is something you have to realize, because if Dentist doesn't go for, now maybe Dentist, wouldn't wise, but like Dentist would have to beat what we know Ainra's time is on 2-3 and beat on 5-2 in order for any time at all on P2 to not matter. Yeah, the 10-point bat helps a whole lot, but Ainra probably has a screenshot for all 3. We've not seen that happen, and so if you see, that is a thing. While technically it's a division of your time, you do have to be very confident on the 2 levels that you do actually do, in order to only do 2 levels. Or like at least with the time that you spend on them, you have to be confident enough that like you won't run to bother, I guess. Because all it takes is like, yeah, if you're only going to do 2 levels, you need to know that you'll win both levels, because it just takes them getting anything. You're basically giving up that level and letting the other person just get it, because you could do the worst P2, but have it successful on the end screen, and it counts as a win if the other person doesn't have anything, you know. I do hope everybody who's been about has enjoyed the tournament so far, though. We will be crowning in about 9 minutes, roughly, the any percent champion. Yeah, like saving time is the other. Yeah, if you only do 2 levels, saving time. Like, you're right in that sense, but it's also the way the structure is of stuff. Having any minimum screenshot, having a screenshot for all 3 is better than not, because you don't know what the other person is doing unless you're doing the stuff by having the stream up in the background, other stuff. They don't know. They don't know they've won yet. Is the answer to that flip. That's fine, Spectre. So long as you're sitting and enjoying. I will say too. It said for a bit we got like 21. I think we had 25 viewers at one point. But with the people who are here, give a follow if you want to. It'll help. At some point, I'll check again to see on Twitch if we've got any stuff, and then if I can get emotes, I might ask Laridus again, who did the intro stuff. I know they won't want me to commission them to do emotes, more for the sake of they might be willing to just do it themselves, and not want to take my money. But if anybody's going to do any art stuff for Orange Kill, Laridus would probably be it that I'd want to go to first. But I'd give a bit, and I'd also maybe look for stuff that's in the ULTRA-VODS Discord to see, hey, do we want to add the V1 thumbs up or something like that, and see if that's possible for us to do. But yes, we're almost there now. Let me tell them. You have 6 minutes and 50 remaining. A reward for subbing, I would say don't sub just yet. I have nothing set up in terms of nothing is set up in terms of monetary gain on my end for it wise. I will just say I do an announcement post on the Discord at 7 GMT plus 1, and we always generally start at 7:30 GMT plus 1. If you want to follow and whatever notifications on so that Twitch makes you aware, do so. But at the end of the day, I don't have anything set up in terms of whatever partnership or affiliate anything yet at all. In the background, none of that is set up. I don't have any account detail bits done. I might have it unlocked. I might have the first tier of it unlocked or something, because I recall seeing something ages back, but I've put no details in, is the main thing. and I'd rather not. You have to actually look at any ads whatsoever, if you're viewing this for the fun and looking at it for the fun of it. There, um, I'm more intent on making sure the event actually does get ran as we go. And I'd only kind of look to see, oh, can we get emotes? Emotes for the stuff for Yi is probably more what I would actually follow through and give those details and stuff for, as opposed to me making any money. And even still, there's one. Like, there's 14 about here now, 25 at the most, and this is a tournament. On average, Ultra Saturday stuff, I talk a bit less. There's a bit less people participating as well. I don't foresee it making a bunch. Dentists, yeah, I think Dent might have 5-2. I think 2-3. I think the 10 on 2-3 and seeing that performed, was great. But yeah, P2 is that. I don't know if Dent has any P2 at all. So it could be the divide. Three minutes 55 remaining. Alright, guys, we're in the last bits. This is literally, they can get only so many runs left in now. To be fair, at most it's what? I don't know what the max cap-ish for 5-2 would end up being, but I know that, yeah, if it's 10 second, 11 second ish, you can get a lot of attempts in at 2-3, but we're approaching 30 second ish for, yeah, roughly 30 second for. Yeah, 35 for that, so it's only so many attempts at 5-2 left if going to optimize that one. Meanwhile, any P2 attempts would have had to be done earlier, at this point. Just for the time. The fight at the end is the main cinch. Who do I think will win? I'm very impressed with Dentists. I've not. Now I'm gonna just double check to make sure I'm not being a absolute fool. No, yeah, I've not seen Dentists before, ever. Oh, my bad. That was, I went full screen for a couple seconds in there. I haven't seen Dentists like at Ultra Saturday ever. Oh wow, that's. I was wondering where that weird audio that I was hearing ages back was coming from. It turns out I accidentally bopped my headphones and it started playing anime in the background, on my headphones, and they're sitting on my neck. So I was like, I hear some people talking, but I can't tell. But there's nobody else in the voice chat, and turns out it's just the fucking Naruto going off. Okay. No, Dentist has really surprised me. Because I've not seen Dentist at an Ultra Saturday before, I'm pretty sure, unless it's someone who's changed the account or nickname or something. But I'm very surprised at it. I'm more familiar with Ainra. So my thought before any of this is just not taking account of stuff, I would have probably bet on Ainra ahead of this aisle portion between them. But Dentist coming like out the gate in the qualifiers, I was like, I've not seen Dentist before at all, and they were doing so good, like off the bat, already beating in the full game run kind of thing. beating Ainra. There. Is that an 11? That was an 11-ish, I think, again, from Dentist. So approaching, but the 10 is bonkers. Oh god, okay. They're coming down to the final countdown. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Cease. Enough. We are done. So, as before, I'll call out the levels. You will share your screenshots. Dentist, if you want to change perspective or whichever, to look at the Discord so I can pop it up for the stream. Up to you for doing that, but I do find it handy. Good stuff, thank you. All right, so let me make sure what order that I had it in when I typed, because I did, yes. Okay, right off the bat is 2, 3. So I'm going to count down from 3, and I'm going to go, and you will put your screenshots into voice text when I say go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. We have 10.960 from Dentist and 10.284 from Ainra. And extremely close for 2-3. But that is a point to Ainra. Two tens is fantastic, fantastic timing on it. Well done to you both. Then, next up is 5-2. So prepare your 5-2 screenshots. Three, 2, 1, go. Oh, we have Ainra with 35.024 against Dentist's 35.112. A brutal, like zero, like it's a 0.62 millisecond difference between them both in 5-2, roughly. Absolutely close. But that is the second point for Ainra. And for the sake of it, put your P2 screenshots, if you have them, there. But if you don't, fine wise. Ainra with 114,672. Either way, though, fantastic. No P2 from that. A full sweep from Ainra, but not for lack of trying at all on Dentist's part as well. Like the 2-3 gap being what? It's a 284, 960. Like it's a what? That is a 6 point something difference, and a almost half a millisecond difference between the two of them in 5-2. Absolutely phenomenal. And so, I am very happy to announce our new Ultra Kill, any percent champion to be Ainra. Well done indeed. Very well earned, and a very absurdly close matchup between there at the end. Like some really close times with each other. Like those two levels being that close wise, you could definitely see a world in which the luck or just fingers weren't on person's side and it could have been flipped entirely, you know, because those two levels were just that close that if like, because you were within the seconds of each other on both of them. So bravo. The stream exists. If you want me to immediately after it ends, Ainra, I can give you the VOD. I do need to do it immediately though, because I will forget if I don't do it immediately. But yeah. Otherwise though, well done, Ainra. You are now the any percent Ultrasat champion. And you have all the bragging rights that go along with it. Well done. We did in the past, and that was primarily because it was a mix of I haven't been uploading it to the VOD channel before, or rather recently, or at all recently wise. I can do this one. This one's gone well. I just have to sort it, do it. No, Organizer 27. Not next Saturday. I need normal Ultra Saturdays for a little bit. And I need to be able to plan ahead and give people enough notice before a P% tournament. But P% is the next one. The next tournament will be P%, and then we'll do Nomo. And then I will see if people want to do a weaponless. I've sort of, in the past, I avoided doing a weaponless because I know weaponless is my category and I want to cater to the broader crowd. But I want to poll people to see, do people actually, if there's enough people to want weaponless tournament, to do a weaponless tournament. Yeah, Nomo would be the third one. We would do P% second, and then we would do Nomo after that. Okay. I want to get just confirmation. Ainra, do you want me to send you that VOD? The VOD of this stream, that is. So you can clip or use bits of that. Okay, I think probably though, for just the sake of stuff, I'm going to download the VOD and re-upload it on the VOD channel, just to make sure we have all the tournaments there, because I think we've got most of the tournaments there. I'd have to double check and see. We also have some like 4-year-old of the normal Ultra Saturdays, a couple of those VODs there too, but I'll see. I will try and now, once the stream is over, put the VOD of the stream up on the VOD channel, which is ULTRA-VODS, I believe is what it's called. Okay. And with that, we bring this Ultra Saturday and the Ultra Tournament to a close. Thank you very much, everybody, for showing up and watching. Thank you to all of the participants, the many that we've had tonight. We've broken our participant record with having 14 participants, both for tournaments and for general Ultra Saturday stuff. As always, Ultra Saturday happens at 7:30 GMT +1. Every Saturday, we try to at least. You'll know if there's any changes on that in the Discord. Otherwise, thank you all very much for showing up. This has been an absolute blast. It's been great to get back to doing tournaments again. And I look forward to hopefully seeing some of you about, both in the Discord, in the Ultra Saturday bit, or at the events themselves again. Thank you all so much for coming, and a good night to you all. And no, there's not going to be another tournament next week. I will give notice in the Discord for when the next tournament occurs. So make sure you stay tuned and show up for the Ultra Saturdays. Good stuff. And good night. Stay hydrated and sleep well.